Hello, and welcome again to another day of classes. Today we're going to be continuing with the Interchange 5th edition level 3, the Green Book. And today we're going to be starting with the Unit 16, the last one in this book, and the last one in this series of books. So let's jump right in. We're going to start with the language summary or the vocabulary for this lesson. So let's start with this. As always, and as for the last time, we're going to be starting with nouns, accomplishment. Something that has been achieved successfully. Bestseller. A book or other product that sells in a very large numbers. Usually, bestseller means that a lot of people bought that product before. Like a lot. It can be books, it can be movies, it can be video games, things like that. Degree: the amount, level, or extent to which something happens or is presented, basically. We have multiple definitions for degree. One of these is this one that I said. We also have the degrees in a circle, like the amount of movement that you have from one point in a circumference to another point, like this, degrees, in math. And we also have the degrees that are the what you get at the end of college, basically. You can have a high school diploma, and that be the degree that you have in your educational level. You can have some college knowledge, but not degree. You can have associate degrees, bachelor's degree, or a master's degree. Eagle. An eagle is this animal right here. Goal: the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim or desired result. Basically, your goal is what you want to achieve, what you want to get in a moment. For example, this is a way how to do this. You set a goal, you make a plan, then you get to work, you stick to it, you reach your goal, and then you enjoy it, saying that it's a good job. Googles. These are googles. These are types of lenses that you put in your head and your eyes. Okay? It's like it goes on your eyes around your head. Huddle. One of a series of upright frames over which athletes in a race must jump. A problem or difficulty that must be overcome. Basically, this is a huddle. And also, a huddle can be a difficult situation, basically. Internship: the position of a student or a trainee who works in an organization, sometimes without pay, in order to gain work experience or satisfy requirements for a qualification. Basically, the it's like working without getting paid or working without getting as much as you should get paid. Because imagine you don't have experience, and usually jobs needs people with a certain amount of experience. But if you don't work, you cannot get jobs, so etc. etc. So that's why we have internships. In that way, you can get experience, and then you will be able to work. A lifetime: it's the duration of a person's life. The time on your life. When you're a toddler, a kid, an adult, an elderly, and really old people. Nomad: a member of a people that travels from place to place to find fresh pasture for its animals and has no permanent home. Basically, a nomad is someone that has no permanent home, someone that travels and lives traveling. Pleasure: a feeling of happy satisfaction and enjoyment. Live a life of pleasure. Basically, a pleasure is good feeling good about something. You feel pleasure when you eat food, for example. Savings: the money one has saved, especially through a bank or official scheme. Personal statement: a written description of one's achievements, interests, etc., included as part of an application for a job or a place at a university or college. Basically, your personal statement is an essay about yourself, things that you like or things that you have done, what are your interests, etc. Wish: feel or express a strong desire or hope for something that cannot or probably will not happen. When you have a wish, it means that It's something that you would really, really like to happen, but it's most likely not going to happen. For example, I wish to become millionaire tomorrow. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's really, really improbable. Adjectives. Compassionate. Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for others. That is to be compassionate. Courageous. Not deterred by danger or pain. To be brave. Basically, when you're courageous is when you're not afraid of doing certain things. If you're courageous, you will make this jump. I'm not that courageous. I don't want to die, so I will not make this jump. Cynical. Used to say that someone's feelings or emotions are used to your own advantage. Basically, being cynical, it's like joking around or working around with people's emotions to your advantage without caring too much about the actual emotions of them. What is the opposite of cynical? Trusting, optimistic, hopeful, believing, naive, undoubting, cheerful, innocent, credulous, trustful. Those are the opposites of cynical. Downhill, that it goes down on a hill. Oh well. If something goes downhill, it becomes worse or worth less money. Basically, the literal term is to go down the hill, so you're going literally down. But in a figurative way, meaning basically, it is that things are getting bad and bad and bad. For example, if you have a business and every day it's getting worse because you are selling less and less, then you can say that it's going downhill. Healthy, strong and well. If something is healthy, it has health and it's good. Imaginative and unimaginative. Sorry, unimaginative. Good at thinking of new, original, and clever ideas. And unimaginative, it's the opposite. If you're imaginative, it means that you think a lot about different things, this being Pokemon and Nintendo characters. And if you're unimaginative, it means that you're not good with thinking new ideas. Insensitive. Showing or feeling no concern for others' feelings. If you're insensitive, it means that you're not sensitive. What is the opposite of insensitive? Sensitive, responsive, kind, feeling, tender, sympathetic, caring, concerned, compassionate, considerate. Resourceful, having the ability to find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties. What are other words for resourceful? Ingenious, inventive, clever, bright, able, creative, capable, sharp, enterprising, quick-witted. Rigid, unable to bend or to be forced out of shape. Not flexible. If something is rigid, it means that it doesn't move, basically. Self-motivated. Self-motivation drives people to keep going even in the face of setbacks, to take up opportunities and to show commitment to what they want to achieve. If you're self-motivated, it means that you motivate yourself. You don't need other people to tell you that you can do things because you already know and you feel and you think that you can do the things without any other people telling you. So, if you're like this, you're self-motivated. Self-sufficient. Able to provide for oneself without the help of others. If you're self-sufficient, it means that you can suffice yourself. Synonyms for self-sufficiency are independent, self-supporting, self-sustaining, self-reliant, self-sufficient, self-contained, confident, separate, autonomous, and self-sustained. I think I... Okay, no, it's not same. Okay, and yeah, autonomous is a really good synonym for self-sufficient. Steady, firm, fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving. If something is steady, it means that it doesn't move. For example, this can move a lot, but it's not moving, so it's steady. Timid. Synonyms for timid are different, shy, bashful, fearful, timorous, moosey, coy, cowardly, modest, retiring. If you're timid, it means that you're not so fun, you don't like that much to, talk with a lot of new people or get to be in the spotlight. You just don't like to be they are that quick. Maybe you can do it, but it's not like it's like you cannot do it right away without thinking about it. You need to prepare for that. Upbeat, cheerful or optimistic. Okay, that's it. Very good. Let's see some verbs. Achieve, successfully bring about or reach a desired objective or result by effort, skill, or courage. When you achieve the thing is when you're doing the things and you complete them. Count on someone, to depend on someone to do what you want or expect them to do for you. The whole team was counting on me and I let them down. Count on someone. Basically, when you count on someone, is when you have your trust on that person that he will do or behave in the way that you're thinking they will do. Deliver. Bring and hand over a letter, parcel, or goods to the proper recipient or address. When you deliver is when you get one thing from a place to another place. For example, the pizza deliveries deliver their pizzas to your house. Develop. Grow or cause to grow and become more mature, advance, or elaborate. Basically, to develop is to continue evolving something, to make it more mature, as this says right here. Manage to succeed in doing something, especially something difficult. To manage to do something, it's like, okay, I was able to complete this. It was difficult, but yes, I did it. Succeed. Achieve the desired aim or result. When you succeed is when you make the jump, when you get to the success, when you do the thing. Quit. Leave a place, usually permanently. When you quit, it's basically when you stop doing or going to the place that you're going or doing the thing that you're doing. I quit. It's like when you have a job and you say, oh, you know what? I don't want to work here anymore. Sorry. So I quit. And like that. Soar. Fly or rise high in the air. It's like being high in the air without the need of flapping the wings. It's just staying up there without moving, actually. That's to soar. What are other words for soar? Rise, climb, ascend, glide. Glide is a really good one. Mount, shoot up, float, fly, rocket, or wing. Let's do some adverbs. Ahead. Further forward in the space, in the line of or one's forward motion. To be ahead, it means to be in front of other people. Elsewhere, in, at, or to some other place or other places. You know, anywhere that can be any place? Well, elsewhere, it means all of the places except the ones that you are. Forgive me for not being all there. My mind has found a place called elsewhere. Oh wow. Plenty. Used to emphasize the degree of something. Basically, plenty can be a way to say a lot of something, okay? Plenty of fish, for example. You're not specifying, but you know that there's a lot. So you say plenty. Pretty. To a moderately high degree, fairly. Pretty, it's also to say a bit much of something. It's not like a whole lot, but it's just a bit more. It was pretty quiet at the party. It's not only quiet, it was pretty quiet. Our visit to the museum was pretty interesting. Sally was pretty shocked at the news. The weather was pretty bad. We didn't enjoy it much. Okay? We use the adverb pretty in informal spoken English. It means not a lot, but more than a little. Very good. Okay, that was the grammar for today. We're gonna come back here when we get to the grammar in a moment. But for now, let's go to the book. And here we have Unit 16, last one, Reaching Your Goals. In this unit, we're gonna be discussing personal accomplishments and we're gonna be discussing goals. But that's gonna be for the next video, the next class, and also the last class. Okay? Okay, so let's start with this snapshot. Some common goals and dreams. Okay, what are some common goals and dreams for people around the world? Maybe to win a competition, to make a lot of money, to get a promotion, become famous, learn to travel light, find true love, run a marathon, learn to live with less, be able to help others, be respected, have a healthy lifestyle, or plant a tree. Those are some common goals and dreams. But what are your goals and dreams? What do you dream of? What do you want to accomplish in the future? Please tell me down below in the comments. And for me, I think my one of my favorite goals or thing that I have in my mind that I surely want to do is like to have a family and enjoy time with them, and also with myself, like playing video games, like being able to have a good family and be nice and quiet and calm. I would really like that. Okay, let's continue. Now here we have perspectives, personal accomplishments. You're gonna listen to people talk about their accomplishments, and you're gonna match the statements and the people, okay? Okay, so you're gonna both listen and read, and then after that you're gonna complete this exercise. Then we're gonna check, okay? Okay, so let's listen.
Unit 16. Reaching your goals. Page 106. Exercise 2. Perspectives. Personal accomplishments. Part A. Listen to people talk about their accomplishments. Match the statements and the people. 1.
For me, my greatest accomplishment is the feeling that I've been able to help kids develop their potential and achieve their goals.
2.
I worked hard in school, but I never managed to get good grades. However, I've just published my first book, and it's a bestseller.
3.
Last year, I ran my first marathon. I didn't win, but I was able to finish it, and I was very proud of myself.
4.
No one believed in me in the beginning, but I've managed to make a living from my music for the past 5 years.
5.
I felt I had reached one of my lifetime goals when I managed to quit my 9-to-5 job to make a living traveling and sharing my experiences.
Okay, very good. Did you get the answers for all of these? I think this is quite simple. But remember, if you want, you can go back in the video and listen to it one more time. But if not, let's check. Well, for the number one, we have a letter B, teacher. For the number two, we have C, a writer. For the number three, we have A, an amateur athlete. For the number four, we have E, a musician. And the last one, always the easiest one, we have D, a travel blogger. Okay? If you have those answers, very good. You are correct. Now we're gonna be going to the grammar for today, talking about past accomplishments. Okay? So we're gonna be talking about how to, talk about the good things that we did in the past. As always, as I mentioned before, I have some material for you. Okay? So let's go with this. Okay, accomplishments in the past. One way to talk about this is to use manage to. Remember when we saw it a couple of slides back? Manage to is usually to complete something that took you effort to do it. Okay? So we can use manage to or be able to. Okay? Plus a verb. It means basically to be fortunate to do something. I managed to start my own business. I was able to graduate from college or to graduate college. It means that it was fortunate for you to finish doing something. Okay? That's for accomplishments in the past. Then we have recent and current accomplishments. We use the present perfect. Have or has plus a past participle. You see, this is really easy. Okay? So I have been able to have past participle, been able. Okay, I have been able to take a boat trip in the Mediterranean. I have managed to take my grandkids on fishing trips. Have plus manage. Have plus past participle. Okay, so that's how you do it in the past and in the present perfect. Okay? Okay, very good. This is the grammar for today. It's quite easy actually. Okay? So let's see on the book. With the simple past, it's for accomplishments in the past. With the present perfect, it's for accomplishments now in the present. Present perfect. Okay. I managed to quit my 9-to-5 job 2 years ago. Okay, we're using this in the past. I didn't manage to get good grades in schools. We're saying the opposite here. This is not an accomplishment. This is the opposite of an accomplishment. Okay. I was able to finish the marathon last year. I wasn't able to travel much on my last job. These were for the past. Now, for the present, I've managed to make a living with music. I haven't managed to record an album yet. I've been able to help kids achieve their goals. I haven't been able to achieve many of my goals. Okay? Okay, you see, this is quite easy. Really easy. So I hope that you understand it quite, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this exercise right here. What are some of your latest accomplishments? You're gonna complete the statements with have, haven't, was, or wasn't to make them true for you. So each one of you will have different opinions or different situations in here, but you can let me know as well. By the way, that burger looks both ugly and delicious at the same time. I would like to have that. Okay, so talking about the class. Okay, take your time to complete this with your own statements. You can share them down in the comments below, but I will also give you my opinions on this. Okay, manage to eat a healthy diet. I haven't managed to eat a healthy diet. Being able to help others. I have been able to help others. Met the person who's right for me. I think I have met the person who's right for me. Made an important career move. I haven't made an important career move. I always stayed with the same career. Able to get a degree. I haven't been able to get a degree yet. I'm almost there. Yet. Learn important life skills. I have learned important life skills. Okay, these are some examples for this. Okay, very good. Now let's continue with this pronunciation, stress and rhythm. This is really interesting. Okay, so first we're gonna listen and then we're gonna practice, okay? Okay, so let's listen.
Page 107. Exercise 4. Pronunciation. Stress and rhythm. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice how stressed words and syllables occur with a regular rhythm.
I managed to accomplish a lot while I was in college. I haven't managed to get a promotion yet. I was able to share my experiences with the world.
Okay, did you notice how they were following a certain rhythm and stress on each one of these words when they were saying these sentences? And this is something that happens in English. When we are talking, we try to follow a certain type of rhythm in order to be understood more easily. Okay? For example, I managed to accomplish a lot while I was in college. Okay? Each one of these important words in the sentence have a specific stress and they occur at a certain rhythm. This is the thing that we need to practice, okay? Okay. I haven't managed to get a promotion yet. I was able to share my experiences with the world. Okay? This is the way to do it. Okay? Okay. Okay, very good. Now we're gonna go to the last thing for today, that it's gonna be a listening, a different perspective. You're gonna listen to two people answer two interview questions. You're gonna write the obstacles they faced and what they did about them in this chart right here. And what did each person learn from his or her experience? You're also going to complete this, okay? So you're gonna listen as many times as you need to complete this, and then we're gonna check, okay? Okay, so let's listen.
Page 108. Exercise 5. Listening. A different perspective. Part A. Listen to two people answer two interview questions. Write the obstacles they faced and what they did about them in the chart.
Thank you, Mr. Sandberg. Can you tell me about an accomplishment that you are proud of?
I was lucky to have my parents' help paying for my education. But when I decided I wanted to study abroad in Italy, both my parents thought it was a complete waste of my time. I tried to convince them, but in the end they told me that if I went, they wouldn't help me financially. So I decided I would pay for it myself. I was able to get 2 jobs, and for 1 year before my trip, all I did was work and study. But I did it. I managed to save enough money and study in Italy like I wanted. That experience taught me that I could do anything I wanted if I worked hard enough.
Ms. Rowe, please tell me about an obstacle you managed to overcome.
Well, one thing you must know about me is that I love soccer. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at playing it, and it took me years to finally accept that. But I didn't want to give up on soccer. I just needed a new approach. I started investigating and managed to find a job coaching a kids' soccer league. I discovered I was really good at it. I understood their frustration and energy. That experience taught me that we have to be creative dealing with problems. We shouldn't give up on what we love, but sometimes we have to think about what we love with a different perspective to find a solution.
Okay, very good. Did you get the answers for this? Yes? Okay, so let's check. Okay, so this is what we have. So the obstacle for Mr. Sandberg is that he wanted to study abroad in Italy, but his parents wouldn't help him. And what he did is that he got 2 jobs and saved money. And the obstacle for Mrs. Rowe is that she loves soccer, but she's not very good at playing it. And what she did is that she found a job coaching a kids soccer league. And if you have these answers, very good. You are correct. Okay, so this has been everything for today's class. On the next class, we're gonna be completing the whole Interchange 5th edition level 3, the Green Book, with the last part of Unit 16. And here we're gonna be seeing some antonyms, describing goals and possible future accomplishments and stuff, okay? So I hope that you look forward for it. Well, I hope that you like this class, so see you on the next time. Bye!